Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I apologize ahead of time because I have been sick for a few days now and my voice obviously hasn't fully recovered, so that's why there hasn't been any videos for a few days. Also, I'm not going to lie to you, 99% of my downtime has been following the Luigi Mangione case online. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I do have a video here for you today. Again, Liberty Toddler is in the back behind the camera. We're watching Peppa Pig again. Hopefully it's not too loud and not hitting the mic like in one of the previous videos. Yes, I mentioned you. We're gonna play the quiet game, remember? Yeah, okay. Anyway, I know there are folks here who have joked about guns being an addiction, but in California, they are taking that joke literally with a new program in San Quentin that treats gun use as an addiction and therefore a disease, which has all kinds of implications. But before we get into all of that, this video is brought to you by Blackout Coffee Company, the pro-Second Amendment coffee roaster that gets me through my day every day. They have amazing coffee, tea, and hot chocolate, support channels like mine, and even help support your Second Amendment rights through their partner roasts with GOA and FPC. So to get a cup of coffee or tea or hot chocolate that you can be proud of and a one-time 20% discount, use code LibertyDoll at blackoutcoffee.com/LibertyDoll. Hopefully you guys can at least even hear me. So we have this local report out of California saying that a San Quentin program targeting gun addiction celebrated its first graduation recently. This 26-week program is called Arms Down and is a self-help firearms awareness group, according to the prison's public information officer. Participants spend 6 months examining their, quote, first traumatic experience in their first involvement with a firearm, according to the report. It was founded by an ex-con who said that other self-help programs didn't help him and didn't help him understand why he carried a gun in the first place, which I'm guessing is what they're calling the addiction part. He says that he built the group to be similar to AA or Narcotics Anonymous, but about guns. Questions the group might ask participants are, what made it all right for you to carry a weapon? And when having a gun, did you feel complete? They allegedly also talk about the problems with and try to address the intergenerational normalization of guns, which one member said led to his daughter also going to jail. But see, the thing is, I don't think that the problem here is guns, because carrying a gun is normal in so many places across the country. I mean, at this point, more than half of the country has constitutional carry. Can we leave Mama's dice alone? Those are really loud. Do not throw them at... That's not how we throw our D&D dice. All right, I'm guarding the D&D dice now. A better label for the problem would be the intergenerational normalization of crime rather than carrying a gun. Do you want the ATF 8-ball? Right there? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it has the dice in there. Ask the ATF some questions. They always give you the same answer. Where was I? Unless this guy's daughter was arrested for carrying without a license, it likely is her crimes committed with a gun or while carrying a gun that got her into trouble. How she used it, not the fact that she had one. The report quotes another participant who had said that he carried a gun for survival, but then quickly pivots and condemns that as part of the problem, that men who think they need guns need to change their belief systems and reevaluate what it means to be a man. The program also tries to allegedly teach people alternatives to carrying a gun for protection, whatever that might be. The New York Post put out an article about it recently, and it was laughable at best. And if these are violent felons in this program who aren't supposed to be carrying, okay, legally, I can see the reasoning here, the liability behind it, but this logic does not apply to the general population at all. And here, my friends, is the money shot of the story. We are not against the Second Amendment, said the group's sponsor, a prison chaplain. There is a gun addiction in this country, which sounds like something that someone against the Second Amendment would say. The program also supposedly talks about the importance of making sure these guys can get a job when they get out. which actually would be really helpful to give them some skills so they have something to do when they get out besides crime. But it doesn't say how they do that or if they address any actual skills gaps. Now, again, that would probably do a lot more towards curbing crime. As someone who used to work with a criminologic population in mental health, than treating violence as a gun addiction that is out of their control. I mean, that number one, no. And number two, that takes away any agency or ideas for change. Of course, nowhere in this report does it mention then that this idea is outside of gun control and obviously can't be addressed by gun control any better than criminalizing drugs stops people from being addicted to heroin or meth. I mean, if we're going to be treating it as an addiction, well, they have needle exchange programs, so then shouldn't we have maybe like mag exchange programs? Well, maybe Glock exchange programs? That'd be pretty cool. You know, you decide that you want a new model, so you just like trade in your old one for a new one, courtesy of the government. It seems good to me. Crime is committed by a very small percentage of the population, especially relative to the millions of gun owners that don't commit crime every single day. People engage in violence because they choose violence, not because they carry a gun, and carrying a gun is not an indication of a psychological addiction or toxic definitions of manhood. I mean, obviously, if owning a gun is somehow tied to manhood, well, we have a problem here. You guys thought I was gonna shake him again, didn't you? I know what you guys want, because I've done it, 2-3 times on this channel? I know. Sorry, not this time. Mama's too sick for that. Anyways, I do not have enough brain juices at the moment, quite frankly, to come up with a more creative ending to this video than that, so that's what you're getting for now. Also, I don't know how much longer the toddler is going to hang out quietly over there. So, that is it for this video, guys. You know the drill. For all of the algorithm things, please do them. Also, remember to check out the Gundies and vote for me in the Gundies. I believe it is the Influencer of the Year category. And as always, folks, thanks for tuning in. Stay safe out there and happy shooting.